Hi, I'm Max Zaffo with ttag, and today I'm going to be talking about troubleshooting on your computer and just trying to figure out what's wrong with it and figure out solutions to fix it. So, the first thing to do whenever you have any sort of issue with your computer is just to look it up. And that kind of something you don't always think of at first, but it's a really easy way to just get some idea of what's going on. So let's just pretend that my computer was having audio issues, like I was watching YouTube videos or something like that, and there was no sound coming out of my computer. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to look up why is my audio not working on MacBook. So I just put why is my audio not working, and then my computer is a MacBook, so I can hone in that search a little bit. And now the first thing that comes up we can see is from an Apple website, which is good because obviously I'm on an Apple computer and an Apple website, they're probably going to know what's going on. And so I can just follow these instructions step by step, and I can see if this fixes it. I can watch that same video and see if my audio is coming out, but let's just say that it didn't work. So then I'd come back here to this main page, and there's tens of thousands of different results and answers to my question. So we can start it off by just scrolling through here. And these are from Apple website. So these are probably good places to look as well. And so there's going to be a bunch of different solutions on there that I can just try. And that's kind of the nice thing about having the internet on your computer. The other way to solve these issues is, instead of reading through ways to fix it, you can just hit this little videos tab right here, and a bunch of different videos will pop up showing you how to fix it. So let's just click on this first one, because again, the first one is normally a pretty good place to start, and we'll just wait for this to load for a second. And so once this loads, I can just watch this video, and I can just follow this video, and it'll show me what I need to do. Easy enough. The other thing is, I can, if I don't like this video, now I'm on YouTube, I can also just look up why is my audio not working on MacBook. I made a little typo right here. And when I do that, I'm going to see a bunch of different options here for videos to watch. And so, if the first one doesn't work or the second one doesn't work, doesn't matter. There's so many videos for you to watch and just follow what they're doing. And so that's just a great general solution. But another thing you can do is just restart your computer. Often that's all it takes, is just a restart. Flush out any issues, flush out any problems that you're having. And so the best way to do that is to come over to this top left corner and hit the Apple logo, and then just come down here to restart. And when you do that, it'll close down your whole computer, it'll give it a second, and then it'll load back up. And when it does that, that process normally flushes out a lot of the issues that you're having. And so just kind of giving your computer that little break, that little second to clean itself up, can often prove very helpful. Another way to generally fix problems is, let's say that my Google was taking a really long time to load, and that it was just being slow, and I just really wanted it to go faster, and that it wasn't opening tabs as fast as I wanted it to, and things like that. I can come up here to where it says Chrome in bold. I can just hit that, come down to quit Google Chrome, and hit that button once. And that's going to quit the whole application. And so that's a really good solution if it's being slow or just not responding the way you want it to. Because like restarting your computer, although this isn't your whole computer, you're restarting Chrome, you're giving it a second to kind of relax and ease off, and you're not putting any pressure on it for a second. And then you can just come back here, hit the little logo for it one time, and let it open back up. Another way to do what we just did, which is quitting the application, is to right click, or if you're on an Apple device, tap with 2 fingers on the logo and hit quit right here. Or you can also on your keyboard hit Command and Tab at the same time, and this will pull up all the open tabs you have, but you can just hit Tab to move through them. And so right now I'm holding Command, and then I'm touching Tab whenever I want to move through them. And I can, once I'm hovering over Chrome, while I'm holding Command still, I can just hit Q, and that'll quit it. So that's 3 different ways to quit an application that you're using and just kind of refresh it, quit it, give it a second to get itself working and running properly again. Another way that Command tab can be very helpful is, let's just say if I were to open up Word and PowerPoint and just have a bunch of different things open, having all these things open at once can really put a drain on your computer and slow it down, because it's a lot for your computer to process at once. And so that holding Command and then hitting Tab again, this will bring up everything you have open. And so it'll show you like what your computer's working on, what's open, and then you can, from this page, shut down the things you're not using. So I'm not using Word and I'm not using PowerPoint, so I can just hit my Command tab and I can hover over Word and I'll start with PowerPoint because that's what's open. I can hit Q and it'll shut it down. And then I go over to Word, while I'm holding Command, I hit Q, I shut it down. And so that is just like a really good way to take some of the weight off of your computer's back and just kind of ease it up a second. Another thing, so if we go back to that page that I had open for why is my audio not working. So these pages right here, these are like the Apple support pages. So these were made for these computers, made to solve these problems. So I can, on this Apple website, if I come up here to support, I'm going to click that, and then I come down here to the device I'm using. So I'm using a Mac, which is like the computer, and then I'm on a MacBook Air, so I'm going to hit that. And in here, there's going to be a bunch of different problems and things that I can use, little like resources I can use to look for my issue. So optimizing battery life, support, all of these things that will just make fixing it so easy. I can also just use the search bar up here. So if I just type in audio in there, it'll bring me up a bunch of different ways to figure out my audio problems. Audio not working, if you hear no sound, if the internal speakers, these are just a bunch of different ways. But again, frequently the best way, the first thing to try, might just be restarting your computer, because that 9 out of 10 times will just fix the problem in and of itself, and will just make the whole process really simple of rebooting it and figuring out what's wrong with your computer. And then the Apple website obviously can be a very helpful thing. So if you just go to apple.com, type that into your search bar, that'll bring us back to the same page we were on, just a little different way. Again, up here I can just go to support and then click through all of those different little tabs to get to the device I'm using, and then work from there to look at the specific issues. So that's pretty much it. That's the gist of kind of troubleshooting and figuring out what's wrong with your computer. And again, my name is Max, and be sure to leave a comment on the video if you have any questions. And thank you so much for watching. Have a nice day.